Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have been listening with great interest this morning. Certainly want to associate myself with the comments made by my colleagues on this side of the aisle. We've really heard some absurd statements this morning out of our Democrat colleagues. We were all intrigued on this side to hear just a few moments ago the suggestion that now the Democrats claim they are the ones who support and want to fund law enforcement. And of course, that must be a joke. I mean, it must be a joke. We have long videos of highlights of virtually, seemingly every member of the Democrat caucus in the House breathlessly saying over the last year and a half or so that they wanted to defund the police. And clearly there's a big chunk of the caucus that has made it their #1 issue, including a couple of members of this committee. I think in particular Congresswoman Bush and Mr. Jones and others that this is the thing they talk about all the time. And so I was just curious to hear some of my friends over there disclaiming this when their own colleagues are sitting down the aisle. Let me rebut a couple of things that were said. Someone has said here just a few moments ago that the American Rescue Plan gave money to law enforcement. That's not true. It did not explicitly give any money to law enforcement. It gave money to states and localities to spend as they see fit. Now, thankfully, some of them have used wisdom and applied it appropriately with the shocking rise in violent crime, the rising crime rate, and they've spent it in that manner. But that was not by the direction of the Democrats in Congress. Come on. I mean, we've seen historical revisionism, but this is just absurd. I sent a letter to President Biden on July 22nd of last year asking him to direct the Treasury Department to specify that a portion of the American Rescue Plan funds be devoted to law enforcement. You know what I got in response? Nothing. I CC'd Secretary Yellen. Nothing. That did not come from the White House. It did not come from the Democrats of Congress. And look, the American people are onto this. It's a joke.